sapatos. Di ko mo antos sa imong kabastos, kay dili ko santos. Gusto kong tinuod nga gakos, bisag walay gastos, kay dili ko anang paggapos.
Welcome, This
Hello.
is my friend Faith, aka Dhyana Mitta, the female
Hi
rapper of
everyone.
Cebu.
Sometimes model. Ulo. And right now I'm an eater. Lagi kay ko kaon day tambok na kay ko medyo da kong sawang na akong workout ang
Ay
balik.
da,
Ay
kira gid na
da,
manambog.
sus.
Dahil
Mo
may
jud.
lima, basta
Ay,
yourself,
yes.
diba? As
Busok.
in, bitaw. So, how's life so far?
Hala. Life is great, Juday. Like, no complaints so far. Kana lang kuan lang. Chill. My life slowly changed nga now nga like in a relationship na but very nurturing, very kanang beautiful. Murag na manifested din ako pud actually. Oh, na manifested din ako nga relationship. I know it. And
Nice.
kana I'm happy nga kanang I get to share it with someone nga I'm really close with. Yung kanang good friends sa jud before na boyfriend ila na
Nice.
kana
Important.
jud
That's so
kana
important.
jud
Grabe. As
may
in,
plot twist bang
it's
nindot
nice.
kaayo.
It's nice just to see na from the how you present yourself to the world as this rapper na kanang badass bitch na kanang isog bisaya ana jud kaayo, and then mo show ka sa imong vulnerable side na love oy.
Nasada di ka ba ka kanang that's this is also like one of the things nga I want to kanang want to share. Murag gi-challenge siya ako ang belief on feminism ba. Because speaking of manifestations, before pod, like way back, baliktag mga throwback my ex relationships and ana, it made me become a feminist. Kaya you were so used to kanang toxic abusive men unya mo ni coin up din kag idea in your head about like what you know about feminism, and then later on I've been bringing that belief on towards nako or wherever I please. Nya hangtod nga murag ni ask ko og question one day kay ma-challenge mo sa gyud ang akong inner self gani nga murag asa jud ko ni fall ani nga spectrum, like am I really an extreme feminist kinana may kanang murag grabe na kay nga feminism karon nga murag they don't recognize men, they even want to get rid of men, like na inana nga feminism nga out of control na gani.
As in,
So I asked for like guidance and from the universe nga kanang teach me daw kuno asa may tagay lang ko og signs kung asa man jud kutob ang babae gyud, like
oh, kaiso ka na nga question, uy.
yeah, like anak ko like realign me again, like I'm just curious asa gid kutob ang babae, and the answer that I found out to that is not everyone has the same comfort zone. So for me kanang murag I'm not a total feminist but I'm also not a misogynist. Kanang naragig ka nga mo fall in between the line of I'm strong but I'm also vulnerable.
Nice. Balance.
Inana
Balance.
the balance of both, because strength is also vulnerability and vulnerability is also strength. So kanang balancing two coins ra sad siya ba, because kaniha like no judgment, no lies, no cap, pero like naadri mga like women that are um let's say they come off so strong, so isog, but like they come off as like a warrior queen, but in bed they want to be fucked like a slave.
As in,
So diba it's still two
duality
different
jud siya.
duality gyapon siya nga murag so unsa man siya, so feminist card di
Oo.
pro women card di ka na unsa man jud ka like you condemn all these abuse on women, but then here you are wanting to get choked.
Oo. As
Kanang
in,
inana nga balance ba. So for me like moto as time nga naka-learn ko, I came across had mga different platforms and different personalities that are actually very um kanang outspoken about this issue or kanang kaninga topic ba. Nakaagi pug ko ni Kevin Samuels. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but for those who know kanang Kevin Samuels, kanang gibash magud na siya for being too alpha male. Kay nanggawas beron ang kanang mga like like alpha male strategies nga they want to make women really submissive to men, like superior gid ang men to women. Nakaagi sa kog mga inana nga mga teachings ba. I
archetypes.
still don't know. I still don't know where I stand towards it or po ka ba where I belong on the spectrum. But all I know for me is that I believe in marriage. I believe in the duality of male and female and the work they can put together hand in hand to create a better family that can contribute to society. Mara pud na akong na-realize karon.
The masculine and the feminine, no? It takes like
Yes,
one to know the other. Namurag, how would you know how would you know sympathy without suffering kind of thing?
exactly.
Diba? And it's like they we need both like para murag make sense ang tanan kay for example you can't really be close to someone if you're not open, and you can't really be open if you're not close
If
to
you're not
someone.
close,
Diba? Working ana ba? It
tinuod
needs
din na,
the
tinuod jud.
opposites to work something
Yeah.
out and to make
You
some
need,
sense.
you need two sides of the coin in order for its currency to work.
Uh,
Mao jud gid na motuog gid ko nga kanag naagay balance gid na siya of duality because anything that would be taken to the extreme would turn out dangerous. Nana.
sakto jud siya kay if you can't balance it out jud kay murag mag-lose ka in one side and murag lisod sad ka mo pull out sa imong
Jud
sampana.
eh.
Murag kon
Very
kani siya da Gemini kani siya na relevant
it's a
topic.
Gemini season topic. Ayo. That's very interesting nga bring up na nimo ang the twin sa Gemini ba? A Gemini is not a Gemini without the twin soul. So, uh, what's a history sa Gemini? But I'm not really familiar.
Master and
But
Poland.
uh, lovers maguna silang duha. So
Sa
if
tarot
you
pa.
put it kung sa tarot pa lovers to silang duha. So if you relate it with yin and yang, lovers gid na si yin and yang. Kay gi-relate pa sila sa Gemini nga ang duality ba.
Hmm.
So lovers gid na ang duality. It cannot be haters. They cannot hate each
True,
other. That's
true. It
yeah.
cannot be haters, June. As in,
They cannot be
June,
haters. They have to
as
love it. Vibration of love ra gid gihapon. Universal
so,
language of love. Mao gid na.
usually appreciate on both sides to know the full meaning of the wholeness of who you are, June.
Yeah,
No?
of
Appreciate the
course.
wholeness. Like, more siya in a sense na if you're picky and choosy with the people you meet and kana murag i-judge nimo sila, so mura na siya na bring out ganina dili sa nimo ma-accept imong self kay wala man nimo
Mhm.
sila gihatagan og space to be who they are, di ba?
Yes, yes, yes. Room for growth.
Look for growth siya mo na ako
Kaayo.
ang mantra. So sige, mo proceed ta sa Scorpio na zodiac sign, my Scorpio bitch.
Hey, Scorpio gang.
Sige,
Gang gang.
describe your personality. Not just saying na as a Scorpio. I want you to describe yourself uniquely. Like,
Okay.
who are you? What are you?
I'm just the universe manifesting its own reality through this body, this narrative. So murag kung pautanon ko nimo, maybe I'm just another writer for the universe's story. I'm just another eyes I'm just the eyes of the universe nga ni manifest in this way, like an ordinary tree nga ni manifest sad siya nga life to give food, fruits. But overall, I think akong personality jud no kay lam kay ko nga pagkatao dai like I don't know where it's coming from, but
Comes from
uh
you.
it comes from me. It comes from the higher source or the source,
The God
the
in you.
capital S. Kana. But kana pod, I have a very big personality. I'm very analytical with my emotions, and I'm very competitive, and I'm very passionate sa good overall. Kanang if I really like something, I dedicate my soul to it
Go
ba.
after it. Jud.
I really go after it. Ina kanang porsigido kayo ba. And it it goes the same with the people that I really love and care about. Yeah, if I really do love and care for you, imagine that like loyalty. That's also another trait na I do have. But
Honesty.
once nga gi fuck up sa kunin mo, I also feel nga you betrayed me. No, I give you like worse. Musukli ko og kuan.
Dili day
Inanapod.
pinatupak di ay na kanang I still
Yeah.
respect you. I just don't want you to eat at my
Eat
table.
at my table. Nah, bitch, I will throw the table at you.
Okay,
Mauna
so
siya dai.
like okay, aside from that, what do you think makes you a Scorpio woman?
Aside from the fact nga I was born in November and made
Yeah,
during
and
Valentine's
aside from what
siguro.
you said,
Aside from that, kanang I think the personality of kanang the hour of sex and death kana jud
let me cry.
kanang kanang kung ikaw ang sinugdanan, ikaw ang kamatayan.
Rap na
and,
din.
and you're a classic ba kanang you're a classic like class sick.
Oh,
Yeah, na
classic.
siya. Kana jud
Class
ha and then
and
you're
sick.
sick. You're
Oh,
the class and you're sick and you're classic.
yeah.
And then speaking of sex and death, most of na ang kanang tattoo artist man jud ka. Like that's how I embodied said like ang akong tattoos and everything. Like duality ko between sex and death. That's why in my right side I have a fucking death card here. So
Transformation and rebirth.
she's transformation, she's rebirth, like na phoenix, like praning na siya, dahil na siya phoenix, dahil niya. And everything like and then on the other side it's like butterflies and roses nga murag garden of eden
Nice.
pero mamatay ra kaday.
I think I feel no in the like the gist of it all is about seduction Sajid. Because I think for you death
Yeah,
and sex is so seductive and then
yeah,
the vulnerabilities of or the
yeah, and
transformation
great
of some
rebirth, seduction mo na siya day mo seduce mo na siya kamatayan. Uh,
ooh
I mean death is so tragic to talk about but we all go through it. um Still heartbreaking to talk about that, but it's something we need to accept as part of life.
I guess like tragic siguro sa ubang tao pero like in a sense it's very interesting ba yan? Kay since everyone goes through it, why are we all afraid of it? If everyone follows
Yeah.
the crowd, like
And
di
it's
ba?
also interesting in a sense nga, at one point in your life, were you ever always curious about death?
Yeah.
Diba? It's that
Oh.
it's that interesting enough nga lahi-lahi man kuno na gid ang atong maagian. But
Mm.
we at one point in our life or at many points we were all curious about it, and it's inevitable.
Yeah. I
Siya
think that
malikayan.
curiosity ends when everybody like gets the fear in it. But shit, the unknown
Oh,
man good siya.
oh,
Nobody can
oh,
actually
mysterious
really say
ba?
what happens after death. So everyone's
Kaayo.
like panic
Oh,
then.
oh. Dili man wala may makaingon. I mean kabaw ka naami mga uban ana nga kanang namatay kuno sila nya ni balik nga igiswatan nila libro or ni testimonial nga inana. I think they just went through a cardiac arrest for a little while, but that's not death. Death for me is like transformative gid ba nga. This body is fucking gone. This meat sack is gone. Mo na akong pasabot. So I don't know, basta na ayahuasca trip ra ka for a bit. Natural
Yeah,
DMT,
natural TMT. Oh,
organic DMT.
okay.
Hashtag
Eh,
trademark registered.
okay, everyone gets DMT, like we release DMT when we die.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
everyone who has near death experiences or who's died for a couple of minutes or seconds.
Naka-release lang DMT sa ilahang kuan
So
nga. I don't know if it's a hormone. I don't know. I'm not qualified to say it is.
same here, pero that's what I know. I think opinion na lang ni.
Yeah.
Okay. So what have you learned about yourself by dating another Scorpio now
Oh my
that
god.
it has mirrored a lot of aspects about who you are to you?
Natog na akong bana.
So,
But like
nakasabot ka sa question.
kasabot ko actually. Dating a Scorpio. Nindut. Like very mirroring and nag-read man to sa charts ganina no and like the compatibility and everything and I understood so much about our relationship more in a third view aspect
Third
si
person.
tawag na in a third person view ba
Mm.
kaya lahi ba nang mo view ka sa charts nga murag gagi olala mo inana ba but in my perspective and in my experience ganahan kay ko like uh would you consider yourself dating your own sign, ikaw, as a Gemini?
I've seen that question in Instagram recently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
di ba?
Yeah. As in,
Di ba?
for ako, I don't know yet. Like,
You don't know
it's,
that.
cause,
Have you dated a Gemini?
not really. Pero I've like date murag char guru pero dated someone actually. Wala ko
Mm,
kibaw. I didn't really read
okay.
my ex's charts. Pero
Relationship.
I think in a sense hadlok pud ko gamay because I know how I can be and I know how like the weaknesses and the strengths of it all and usahay I can come off as strong whenever I want to and
Yeah.
not murag I don't
Yeah.
know but I'm open to anything. A
Okay. I
Gemini.
love that you're open to it. Pero ako kanang murag in my experience pod ganahan kay ko kay murag ganig kanang finally somebody who like really understand the depth of love. Cause like I've been through like a shitty kanang relationship ba niya. Mostly mga earth signs ang akong gipang date.
Mhm.
And then uh jokingly my friends say nga kanang ay ikaw mo sige tubig sa earth good. Nya ang earth kung datugan ang tubig mapawong gyud ang tubig, di ba? It becomes ground. And then now nga murag I'm with a fellow water sign, Scorpio pagod say same pa jud mi og sun sign. Nurturing kayo day and it's I have to be like very frank and thankful and brutally honest but this is everything that I've been praying for.
Aw.
Yeah, like kanang the kind of relationship good nga I really manifested nga na nagi ko nga kani and then funny pa jud kay ang among story cause like we knew it kaila na me for like a long time. We've been good friends way before the relationship started. Yeah, kana nindot og foundation and then there's this one time nga murag wa lang gid na mo tuyo nga murag ang universe na lang gyud murag ni align na mo nga I think that was 2019 and then nagkita me all of a sudden like somewhere and then in this asa gito sa Handuraw nagkita me just randomly but one night niya. I was single at that time, single sa siya. Pero 2019 pa ni unya. That night kay murag pag paggawas niya kay murag ni slow mo ang ni slow mo
Wow.
siya dai nga ni
Wow.
slow mo sa akong vision ni like ana po kaya ta na may laki nga nagmotor nga gwapo pero crush na ako siya daan like
Oo.
I crushed on him like way before ano ba like when I first saw him like he's cute like pero kind of friends ay ana ba and then pagkita na ko niya nga like wala na may laki nga gwapo ni naog sa motor niya paano ko ako maning
Ay ko,
crush
nag-heart-heart din ang mata.
yeah nag-heart ako eyes eh like ni slow mo siya niya
Oh,
niya nag-ana pa siya na mong gaze day pag
wow. Murag salita.
oh
Ang
like
sarang
nagtinanaway pa
soundtrack
jud
ka
ni
na, be.
kuan day this is no ordinary love
Da,
awan
da.
niya mo to pag comedy na to kay the gaze ni like anak niya wala ra ni tanaw ra sa mi balik nga in our
Hmm,
like other way mga to wala na
sulyap-sulyap.
ana ra to niya pero we knew each other before like when we see each other kay mag hi hi me niya ako kitan jud ko niya and my friends would talk about him niya kligon ko no hay ko
Hmm,
na and then after that kay katong that same night ha that same night katong slow mo nga night kay murag ang universe na ana ba nga ambot randomly lang jud nga nagkita na sad mi in another place ni another thing po gibiyaan bitaw mi sa among mga kasabay
oh.
murag
Matagal
kami
mo
lang doon nagtinanaw
moment.
yeah na nagtinanaw like masam
Wow.
tani you know what then we had a great night together like kanang we were just like dancing and we were getting to know each other yeah murag yeah and then years passed murag after ato kay murag communicate ra pud me here and there kaya mawa na pod unya na pod but he was just always there Jude nga like musta ka kanang anak and then
Mura
I
mo
remember like
gi-build up ang inyong momentum sa universe.
gi-build up ba niya murag hangtod ato nga murag fast forward na lang kay daghan na pug nahitabo but I remember like atong bago pa guro ko nag gig like bago pa ko nag music he would pick me up after my gig and bring me home or gana nga style yeah
Mm.
anak pa and then I pag this year na lang jud funny pa jud kayo na kay like I'm a Virgo moon right and for 2-3 years I've been getting my moon water from full moon in Virgo nya full moon in Virgo may nagkauyab
Whoa. There's no
like no shit.
coincidence.
There's no coincidence. It was pure love, and then we meditated under the moon on a full moon in Virgo.
Wow.
No retrograde, no anything. O nya, before pa jud to nga kanang we got together. Ako pa jud siyang giingnan, hala full moon man day ron kanang full moon in Virgo man day ni nga then I told him about my relationship with the moon in Virgo nga na yeah, that same night, murag mo to we got together na mo na among mansari ka every full moon.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah.
Isog jud kay inyong mansari, ha?
Isog jud kaayo kada full moon and
Wow.
it's it was amazing and then I remember nga kanang murag si Joe, si Pumpkin ba? Nga na
Pumpkin.
to siya na ko ate kay boy siya. Uy, bagay jud kay pero way before pa mi nagkauyab. Like we were just friends. Bagay jud kay mo. I think everything you want in a man is in him na.
Ah,
Okay, sabade ay. May
palami kay
pinana
istorya
ba?
si Kuan
Palami sa
Pumpkin.
kag palami sa kag story niya. I was like, okay, whatever. Pero mo jud dumrag mana jud ko nga na this is so precious to me. I can't just let it go.
Grabe
Yeah,
cute siya. Grabe
sunod-sunod
inyong,
na.
oh, grabe inyong, like, I was reading your chart, grabe inyong alignment, connection, make sense
Grabe
of
bitaw.
yung compatibility ba na makasabot ko na nung deep siya. And amazing
Deep
kay siya
craving
kay for you
relationship.
being a Scorpio and him being a Scorpio and being Scorpio people, you guys like depth. And who else can understand a Scorpio better than another Scorpio?
True.
Di
And then
ba?
I remember before pod katong dili pa mi uyab nga friends pa mi. Murag da siya giingon na ko nga murag nang love kay kamo love no pinainana siya na
Da,
ko.
sayawa. Lumiya ato nga question. Ay, murag pahagit kay ba?
Nya ko kay like kabaw ngarong kabaw ka nya murag ang iyang giingon kay murag something maminaw gud ko si mong kanta good nya murag mo feel na ko yung kalaw. Kanya katawa ra kilig kay ko deep inside right.
Sin,
Ana
wow.
murag yeah, every time nga murag kanang like kanang funny sa ni nasa may mga funny moments nga murag like kanang murag pinalambing lang good nga murag kanang love like I love you Bedjud as a Scorpio. Mo na man
Yeah.
siya nako.
Oh, ka nice. Eh. Nice kay siya kay that's what everyone longs for, ba yun? Someone who can
He
understand you.
understands the depth gid nga I'm looking for. That's one thing I can't really speak for other signs. Kay like mausad lagi na ang ako ang pugong nahibawan about my sign is we're utterly just so loyal gyud kanang murag ride or die nya murag kagat siya ana gyud nya murag
As in,
it's not even just understanding it but it's he really translates it gyud.
kana jud. Like more than a love language, friendship language sad siya, which is
Yeah,
really nice. Kay it's one thing to be romantic, it's another thing to be friends. It's another
yeah,
thing to see someone more than just like kanang the what we call as romantic love. Unya, lahi ra biya na siya if mag think ka of your friend and as a romantic partner, murag lahi jud siya, murag in one box ang usa, in one box ang usa, for nice kayo in one box ang both
yes, true, true,
package.
true. Kay before gaboka kanang sa una pa jud I was always like drawn to him gud ba before pa.
Magnetic jud ang Scorpio.
Magnetic
Drawn
ay
sa
mi
siya ni mo day.
na-drawn man daw siya. Oo, na-drawn man siya, naman siya na woman niya. Grabe kay to, grabe man nindot man sa good among build up good like astrology aside, like if you put it in a perspective nga wala kay idea about astrology, you don't know anything about zodiac signs and sun signs maginan na. The build up was really good. Like uh the build up was really nice kanang the patience was there kana gyud nga murag kay
Important
three
jud siya.
years 3 years good me murag like 3 years ko nagka-crush niya. 3 years na daw ko na siya murag like I think 3 years murag, I think it was 3 years nga murag we've been seeing each other
Mm.
and we didn't really rush into it.
Important
We
jud siya
just let
kay
it
murag
happen ba.
inyong gipa die down ang kanang heat of the moment, gipa wash away
Yeah,
ninyo ang kanang bullshit. Kay di ba
kaayo.
sa sugod na abya dira ang bullshit kay we try to present ourselves to who we think that someone would like us to be. And so as time goes
Definitely.
by, kapuyon ka, so murag you're just being yourself, and once that person sees you as who you are, and di nakahangak ko na magsiga pa sa idea
Because
of
na wala na po ko nagmurag I don't need to pretend and like
as
cut
in,
myself down with him. Like kung unsa ko nang murag maunan ni and I'm so proud that he loves me for everything daw about me. Like
nice.
buyag
Buyag,
kaayo
buyag,
nya.
buyag.
We meditate together. Nya nana nya kanang he also wants to learn pud like my witchcraft, my everything that I do like mo ganang mag-yoga ko kanang inana. Grabe ra pud ang support pud ba niya. Nindot jud.
You mean bitchcraft?
Yeah, yeah, but no na oy. Pero aside from like the relationship being nice and strong, I like who I'm becoming as a woman
Important
now
man
that
jud
he's
na.
with me
Yeah.
because I'm not shy to admit this good, but katong time nga I was also single, I'm not shy to admit na I needed the guidance of a man. A
Mm.
man nga I can respect and honor pud.
Mm.
Kana gid kay as strong as a woman you could be, you're also vulnerable pud ba nga kanang mangita po kag lucky to like control you and
Ground you, you mean dili
hold
control
you
you,
down
pero
and
ground you.
okay, I think I took that to an extreme nga word, but kanang dili ka kanang
Scorpio.
not abusive nga control ha, not the
Okay.
abusive control, but the kind of control nga you just want to be led on kanang nay mo lead sad ba nindot pud siya, but it
Oh,
has to be coming from a guy that I really have to respect and honor. Kay before sad gid nga I dated him, I was trying to realign ba unsa gid akong ganahan ni na guy. I mean, Box has always been there for me for like all the years. Mga nara siya on the sidelines, nara siya on the shadow, on the background, just like congratulating me kung nakoy mga success or like kanang na ako yung mga kanang mangumusta lang dyan siya. Like he's just always there. Like he never left. But I had to get in line sa gid with what I really wanted. Na before me nag-date kay nag-Buddhist ba ako, practicing Buddhist ba ako niya. Murag, ko, should I be with a Buddhist man? Di ni try ko nga kanang di mo gid mo workout o murag I need to be with a man nga murag I'm willing to I know I need to know what I'm willing to compromise. Okay, there's no such thing as a perfect relationship. Wala jud na jud ang mga compromise. Even if how much you want something, sometimes di gyud na mahatag nimo 100%. So you need to align yourself with what are you willing to compromise, give up, sacrifice, and anatanan. So I said to myself na, I'm willing to be with a man bahala na ang among religious differences. I'll date a Catholic man even if it's not something that I really wanted jud ba in the beginning. But I'm not willing to give up my culture. Okay, it's my culture and my customs. Okay, imagine if I dated like a Buddhist guy unya. Let's say he's Arab or nana. Di mi magkapareha og culture. Pero pareha ko no hay mi og kuan kanang religion nya. For me murag ako personally murag dili day oy. Now
You're
I know I have to really align myself with what I truly want so that moabot gyud ang ako ang
mo na yung
ganahan.
manifestation.
Mo jud na
Align yourself
manifestation.
with who you are.
Yes. And I was very specific nga murag kanang kay sa kadugay pud namong friends pud kanang nakit-an po jud gid nako siya nga kahit ka boyfriend material gid ani niya uy nga murag
Oh.
in my head ba nga murag kanang walay gapangga nimo koy pangga nimo diri bi atay
Ja,
uy
ja,
murag ina nga
imagine nyo.
feeling ba
Diri,
nga
panggaon ti ka.
diri bi ako'y pangga nimo bi niya murag pinainana pa to sa papag-una ba niya but with guidance or po jud nga no pahalanaon sa tanan ha and then now nga I'm finally with him I feel like I came home nga murag ang akong feeling
Jud
kay
day
murag
kay ang
kaubi
moon day.
at home kay kog feeling niya nga mura kog ang akong feeling kay nilaag ko nga kanang taas kay kog journey na desert kay kanang nagwala nga kanang wild nga pag-abot ni Box kay murag like I'm home na. I'm tired and I'm kuan niya but
Called me.
I'm finally home and I'm here. I'm ready to just sit down and be humble.
Da.
Inana
Truth,
nga
oy.
feeling.
Truth,
Mm.
Jud. Was din. Nice kisha kay, not especially as a Scorpio, no? Not everyone is prepared to what we have to say. And I can relate being a Gemini kay frank pud bayam ni pagka. So,
Yeah.
murag, not everyone is ready enough to hear what you have to say. They might hear you, but they don't really comprehend
They can't even
or is willing
understand.
to
Yeah.
understand. So, murag, nice should kayo to have someone who can understand you, Jed. Like, no
And
bullshit.
I I can really tell pud nga I'm also like that sad good for him. Yung mga ginana ba? Makain ko nga kanang
Mirror, Jud,
willing
lagi siya.
mirror kayo me like mirror me. Nya funny kayo kay kanang I try to say my old lyrics ba nga man. Ataya sa akong mga lyrics ano mo manifest ba gid ang imong art, di ba?
As in,
Yeah, like your personally niya ako mga arts na mga asa man to ang makipaglalis. Karon ang mga lyrics ron oy kay you're my soulmate. You're my
da,
soul mate. Tinaana na yun. I'm like, kira
change
ni
na,
siya.
Jud, siya.
And it's also transformation. Kay ganahan kay ko nga kanang I also evolved from that ba.
From that person
Magigani
to
ko lit.
this new woman.
Yeah. Magigani ko I can't do the whole masculine energy na gani sometimes. Like ganahan na ako pinahaluna na ko nga
Shared
babae.
naman good siya nga kuan na murag dili hindot siya kay dili na nimo feel responsible responsible to be both at one time. You can share
Yeah, actually.
the energy. Like he can be masculine for you while you're being feminine. Sometimes you can be masculine for him while he's being feminine. So murag dili na
Actually.
kay siya muna home sa kayo ba kay dili na kay siya hot kay when we're single, usually we need to present ourselves. Okay, there's no one else to save us but ourselves. So we need to be
Mm,
both energies at the same time. Now that you
kaayo.
have someone that you can trust and who understands you, the energies are shared and it's like
Beautiful.
transformed. Diba?
Beautiful.
That's it.
Beautiful. I love that.
I love that for you.
Thank you na. I'm so happy kay when katong time pod nga katong nagkuig-kuig ta diri sa Cebu. I was single, living my life. Murag pala mo diha eh.
That's it.
Pagdumaon thing.
It
Nga kamo
wasn't
kay
a
ka.
bad person, Manput. Like it was
It
who
was
you
fun.
needed to be at that time.
True. Di
That's
akong
it.
memory sad na to kay katong nagkuyog ta diri kay si Joe kay naasad iyang bana, nasa si Carlo. Nya ikaw kay kanang
Murag single
LDR
nga dili.
moment, single nga dili so na mga ka-text-text sa phone nya usa
Wala
kay
mong
na ikaw
good.
wala day. Nya ako kay
Loyal,
like,
eh.
but I'm
Loyal,
living
eh.
free. Oh, ana, loyal ba, loyal ba.
Loyal, eh.
Pero kuan good. Kuya Wan.
Sama ka.
Siya.
Ato-ato
So
lang
I
good
was
og
like,
kuan good ka nang hubo-hubo nga lugar pero loyal
oh,
gyapon.
ato lang good og kuan mga hubo-hubo ba pero kay macho dancer kanang mga anak lang. Funny sa to siya no.
As in, what
But
jud ko
we've grown.
ga-expect ato na situation. Go the flow kay ta ato, no?
Ako niya
Nag-ending
tong part
gid.
na
Asa kita
is
na-end ato sa central, no? Nga nagbuwagay na to.
nagbogay na ta after ato.
Namiya mo
I
gud
think
ka.
ako no day gikidnap ko ato ni PJ. Gikidnap ko ni katong si PJ ba? Kay si PJ Josol.
Okay
Ate
lang.
kay nakitaan na ko niya dito niya mo to. Ni kuyog-kuyog na sa ko niya dito sa craft. But girl, you need to
Mm,
come back here
yeah.
ASAP. Inshallah.
Inshallah, Jud, is what they say here in Arabic. Nagbasa
Inshallah.
ko. Nagbasa-basa ako sa next question.
Okay, sige, let's hear it.
Sige, go. What have you learned about Scorpios now that you're in this shared energy? Na kanang well, now that it's mirrored back to you, now that you're knowing yourself more as a Scorpio, and him as a Scorpio man and you as a Scorpio woman, and both na just Scorpio in general. What have you learned?
Okay. Energetic giga siya nga sign. And it's also a very energetic shared energy. Uh it's energetic in a way nga even when there is no physical movement, there's still intense spiritual, emotional movement. There's
Diana,
still
eh.
the naagi hapon.
Lagi ko anak, B.
Day sharean ta kare day like reverse manifestations sa diri tagay sa gug kwarta day 1 million ha. Nya na akong ma-fulfill jud nga kanang even when the energy is sleeping, it's still alive. Like it's like
Wow.
yeah,
Script na
it's a
this, lyrics na this.
lyrics na death, uy. Pero uy, intense kaya ko nga lyrics da mo ingnon ta kag mga lyrics na ko ron ha.
Sure, i-share
Maliki
ni mo ron
ka.
or kanang okay ra?
I-share na
Okay.
ko akong lyrics ron ha. Inani siya ka energetic. So I actually made 3 songs na nga inspired by my relationship karon.
Pwede ko mo
Eh,
insert lang.
yeah, go.
Kuan kanang so ingana siya ka murag vulnerable and kanang open na jud kay siya na mugawas jud imong pagka-creative na true creativity para nimo. Yay!
No, I've been with other men and the other man just either suppresses me or I'm too shy to open up about one thing about me. But this one is like kanang murag atay na ra oh. Kanang murag
Ah,
ana siya. But
nice.
anyway, mo ni siya ang lyrics. You taste like tequila sunrise with that morning breath. I wanna chase every dream with you, even if it's wet. I don't mean any of this shit to be any disrespect. I'm just thankful for the universe your heaven sent, the slow kisses and beaches, and when that sun set. And do you remember how lit the moon was when I said yes? And then we groove to the vibrations with no regrets. Ah, shit. You're my soulmate. You're my soulmate. Be my soul's fate. What my soul chase is what your soul taste. Used to be a dream of mine. Then my soul quickly recognized that I want to be with you, heal with you, feel with you, be with you every moment, every sunrise. Even if this world get us hypnotized, I just see it in your eyes. I can think of lies that I want to make love to your soulmate. Something like that, girl.
Nice.
Namrag, I was like, kaliki.
Wow. Wait, kanang ka-accompany daw siya og kanang murag um
It's
wind in,
jazzy.
wind instrument or violin or
Yeah, actually, ko ani wind instrument ni. Naay wind, yeah, naay horns, like a jazzy sax.
nice kay
But,
ka-feel jud ko day. Or siya ni gawas. So murag
oh,
you know,
mao gid siya day.
na-excite ko.
Yeah, yeah, napa jud diri kay
Sige,
mga ani
sige.
yan ka. Napay mga, asa ni, eh, you've made me feel alive, make me feel alive. And the heart beats like it masturbates with the melodies of our energies, synchronized like possibilities in a hopeless state of mind. And I hope that you'll be staying mine. Please just stay as mine. Please just
Yeah.
stay as mine. Gaga.
Lami day. Lami siya day. As in,
Yun na
kwan
na
siya.
siya feeling. Di na
Hindi
ko ma-describe. Na,
kasabot ko
nasa ko
dili.
yung mga lyrics po nga mga kanang lami kay iyang vibe, di ko maka-describe. I really wanna play and fuck around with you. Bisag imo kong iuli sa inyo, bisag unsa ang idu, bisag kuyog imo crew, bisan asa ang ayo, kay ako walay libog. Oh. And we chill and we ride. Bisag unsa pa nga time na ako sa imo side, I will invite you into my life. Mga inana day
Nice!
kaliki.
Nice kid ay. Nice kid ay. Ka-feel jud ko sa vibe. Indot ang transformation from badass bitch single I don't give a fuck about you or anybody into like I'm sharing myself and my soul there.
Day, funny pa jud kayo, cause like you know how I always resonate to like a dynamite, no?
Ang
Kanang
Aries
bomba
good
ba?
ascendant.
Dynamita. Oo, kanang dynamita ba? So, ang akong emoji kay dynamite, na si Box ba siya? He put me in a box, girl.
Wow.
Like the fuck, like kanang gining package you lang ha, nga kanang
Buto lang
kanang
pero ari lang ka buto nako.
rag buto ha, pero butangan lang kanang fragile. Iya kong gi-box ba?
Wow. Buto ano, buto lang tangan lang ka fragile. La,
Oh, kanang
ka-poetic
pinainana.
ni mo day. As in, I love you day. Grabe.
Solar
Lami
eclipse.
ra. Lami ra jud
Wiki.
siya. Lami kayo ang like I'm really enjoying this conversation.
Ikay in love.
Ang tanaw na nato.
Mm.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. Buyag-buyag.
Yeah. Sige. Kanin, interesting sa ni siya na question, which is very like, I think, um, thinker pa ni siya. How have
Okay.
you, how have you given space for a fellow Scorpio to be who they are?
Oh my God. I think koan yun, the decisions, like, I don't just make it all up to me. Like, sige na ba, migkuyog, and it's a very shared energy, and like, we're very, 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 very close. Nga murag, straight may magkuyog, wala na may buwagay.
Uy, bugay, uy.
Uy, buwagay, uy, atay. Murag, ginana. So, usa to yung question, murag space
For him to be who he
to
is
grow
as a
at to be
fellow
who he is.
Scorpio.
I really let him do the decisions. Good. Sometimes it's me, depende gyud, pero mag natural raman jud mi magkasinabot gud na murag wala na
Wala
wala
yun
na
no naon.
lahos na ba murag mo align ra sa that things for us. But if to answer that question, kana gyud, we really have to base the decisions good nga kanang napo siya iyang decision, napo ko akong decision, then we meet in the middle, whatever works. Pero kana, for him to stay as who he is, ganahan ko youthful gyapon me, kay I always tell him nga I don't want us to kanang mo grow old ta kanang focus biya kay ang ubang
We're all
couples to like
together.
grow old together. No, we stay young together, like
Yes, yun.
do the things you love to do as a young boy up to now nga karon. Yeah.
Mm.
So he's a skater and he really loves it. Oh, skate dia, bala ka dia,
Mm.
balik pa kag balik. Nya decisions kana, handle it himself. Let him handle his shit and his own shit. I'm just here to support you. I'm just here
Mm.
to help you grind. I'm just here nga, I got your back. Muna akong tubag ana nga pangutana.
Nice siya kay makalimot man gud taw sa na like from coming from a single life and then we dive into a relationship, we forget
Yeah.
to let the other person make a decision because in our heads we've
Yeah.
been making decisions on our own and we autopilot that shit pa. And then
They know it.
that's really important. That's an important message to tell the people again.
And siya po, before we got together, 5 years man siguro siya single. That's quite a long time. It's quite a
Experience
long
ko
time.
5 years. It's long time gid siya.
Yeah, di ba?
Mm.
Long time kayo eh. Nya, murag, naanad ka nga, you're just by yourself. Just, ikaw ra gyud, wala kay giagad. But now, nga murag ka ng us together, nga, bago-bago siya, pero, ang amo mo kong feeling nga, bisag bago pa may na relationship, it doesn't feel new. It feels like we've been together for a long time na. I think it's apart from the compatibility, it's also the friendship pod gonna
Friendship.
build. Natural kay siya, it became so easy and natural na gid na mo nga unsay naa na mo ani. Natural kaayo tanan ba?
Dili na kay daghan ng nauna-on kay the like
Yeah.
murag the facade is murag wala na dira. Kuha na
I don't
lang.
need to toughen up,
Uh,
smarten up, dumb down. No need, like
who I
kana
am,
marag
this is
cool
me.
kay ko.
Mm.
Very nga mao na ni oy. This
Mm.
is it.
This is it, pansit.
Yeah.
Okay. Why are your beliefs so important for you and how can other signs benefit from it?
Hmm. Me kuan magid ko. Uh, practicing witchcraft, practicing Buddhism, believer of the universe and all its graces and abundance. Inana kog thinking, inana kog belief. It's important na you really have a strong ground on that, because what else will be your basis when things go wrong?
Mm.
Uh, Pointing it out to the fact nga even mga atheists, if they don't have their belief nga there is no God but everything will be fine, 'di ba?
Wala. Out of
Or the
control.
out of control siya nga your belief shapes who you are.
Mm.
You grow around that belief, and eventually that belief will guide you, mold you, and sometimes, or even most of the time, that belief will turn into knowledge at any given date, at any given space, whenever you need it. Bala na siya, it could be armor.
Mm.
And how other science and how people in general can benefit from their beliefs is that if wa kay katuuhan, wala kay even just the belief in yourself ba, na you can do anything. How can you move?
Confidence, no?
Believing in something is energy as well. It's a driving force. It's it's almost like kanang nagmagnet na siya nimo towards where you're supposed to be,
Mm.
how you're supposed to be. Uh if you try to illustrate it, ang belief kay mura siyang bula nga gisud sa botelya. Pero ang belief kung bisag dili na siya mo grow ang bola as a belief, that bottle will grow around it.
Mm.
You get it?
Mm.
It's weird to explain it verbally, but if you understand the illustration I have in my head, now you grow around your beliefs. Your beliefs don't it shapes and forms you, pod, but you'll grow around it, and it will
Yeah.
help you lead the way, go for your path, asam ang kadadun, even after death.
Mm. It helps you kind of make decisions, no? On
Also,
especially
yeah, of
in
course.
trying times, kid. Like
Kaayo.
that's why important kid na yung core values kay murag mo na yung murag setting stone nimo ba kung unsa may mahitabuha mo gyapon niya tong buhaton. Like
Foundation
un
na nimo.
foundational gid siya na kanang if things are going right wala kay problema pero what if things don't
Mm.
go right, you know, unsay hook nimo ba
And
unsay
it's not
anchor
all the
nimo.
time things go right.
Mm.
That's true. It's an anchor.
Ang
It
anchor
is an
siya
anchor.
sa imuhang reality kay di man mo matter ang reality sa one tao mo matter unsay imong reality kay lahi man ta lahi man ta og lahi.
That's true. Lahi-lahi tag realities.
So sakto jud siya
Very true.
important kayo na kay imong beliefs na imuha jud. No, mo na atong
You
lisod
know,
kay no kanang growing up pa kay wala pa kay tag ibaw unsa man atong i-believe dapat murag kit grown up kita tungod sa atong environment or sa parents belief na mo ni atong buhaton
that's why kung bata pa gyud, ang ideally lang is that let the child be imaginative for as much as he can be, so that when he grows older, puhon na ang mga unsa jud diyang kuan. Nindot pod ang gitudlo nga learning sa pag-imagine lang pod ba nga lagi lahi gid ang imong imagination as a child. Lahi pod ang imong guidance ng imong ma-reap sa child if especially when you're with the right environment. But if you put a child in a very secluded, isolated,
or
based on
restricted.
fear, or restricted, yeah, based on fear pa jud nga knowledge, the belief won't be
As
kuan
strong.
restricted sa siyang belief. Oh, dili kay sa strong, weak ang foundation.
So,
Mao pod na mga tendency sa mga people that grow from that situation. It's
okay.
also it's also a gift and a curse. Depende ra gid na how you steer the boat.
Depende like what you do with your own cards you're dealt with. No?
Uh-huh.
Like for me, in experience, kaya I grew up with a strict family household na kanang
Mm.
restricted, kanang gamay na nabuhat, kasabaan, ano ba? So, marag, I grew up thinking about what other people might think about me. But there's, because I'm Gemini, and I duality na kanang, fuck you, muna akong
Strong pa jud
buhaton.
imong dualities.
Pero nagi side na kanang mura kag dependent sa authority figure at the same time rebel ka na kaya nga yung inner being magagawas man dyan na siya.
Yeah.
So mura growing up in a kanang restricted life yun kay na siya tendencies na dili ka mo believe sa mong self. Kay pirmi kay na nga di na sakto ana sa mura kung di ka tudluan mo believe sa mong self what is right for you nya growing up like that kay magka-think jud ka na kanang dili din mo so dili na kuhaton and what
And then you
happens
start feeling guilty ra ba ana? You start feeling guilty, then you start grieving, and then you start living a life of delusion.
na
Lisod kaayo. That's why
muna
healing
naka
is important.
yeah healing jud is important mo sa day nakakuan bang hantod asa man ako to bang imuhang sakto ba kana akong gibuhat murag
Yeah.
it's time to own your power no murag it's time to
Yeah.
especially this era where everyone is getting more informed and kanang murag
Mhm.
ma-introduce ng therapy, ma-introduce ng healthy family relationships, healthy
Mental
relationships,
health.
health. So mas ma-push ta into doing what's read by us.
Yes.
It's pretty cool.
We are evolving into a light world.
Mas gaan ang feeling, no? Mas gaan jud ang feeling.
Oo. Manifesting that every day.
So, what have you learned being a Scorpio? Like, what have you learned being a Scorpio in your business? Kaya man ang relationships.
Mm.
So, in your business, in your career, and like, yeah.
Okay. Kuan jud nakatabang jud siya because for me as a Scorpio being so passionate about what I do, it's very kuan. It's very helpful. But ang akong masulti is struggles na lang. Let's point out the struggles because as a Scorpio sun with a big personality like me who's passionate over your career, mga inana imong hobbies, imong mga interest, inana. Contradicting such as sometimes sa ako ang pagka-analytical og emotions coming from a Virgo moon. I tend to analyze everything that I do. I tend to analyze or even become too perfectionist sa akong craft to the point nga murag uh, I get bored and I give up. Especially that I have an Aries rising nga kanang sa sugod may kay ko nya later on in the long run kay murag fuck this. I can do it. Another thing, I can spark up another point of interest na pod unya na pod ni lahi na pod. So naa ko'y tendencies to like um what do you call this? Ingnon na nato to be na ko'y tendencies of being bipolar. You don't really
Inconsistent.
finish a lot of inconsistencies, daghan kog inconsistencies. But as a Scorpio sun, Virgo moon, Aries rising, ni prevail gid ang akong music and my art because kung sa chart basihan ni naagi ko sa music ug arts gyud if imong tan-aw sa chart nako sa akong Jupiter kung asa naghatag ang akong auspiciousness naa didto sa duha sa music gyud ug sa art and mo man
Nasa
sad
mong
gyud ni
Jupiter.
duha ka no mo
Nasa
man
mong
sad ni
Jupiter?
oo
Jupiter. Sag.
what Sag, right? So I'm also a doer ba, half man half horse. You're a giver. You basically do things for people like here delivery kay ka kung Sagittarius po ka, but at the same time lisod mo commit, mag-struggle sa commitment nga aspect. Sige
Kiss.
maghatag, sige hatag, sige
Sa
sige sige
Scorpio, no, lisod pag being
Scorpio.
committed sa
Yeah. Pero na may commitment and loyalty for Scorpio business wise, but dominance ni mo nga Sagittarius, fire sign ka ba? It's like tubig ka nga Scorpio. You're always flowing. The passion is there. It's heavy. It's ocean, laum, nurturing. But when you have a fire aspect put in you, mapawang ba ang kayo? It sets into flames really quick, but pawang ra pod. And it's hard to balance that. Mo na akong struggle. But if I look at the brighter side of things nga, unsay nakatabang sa akong Scorpio aspect into business is that ang pagka-passionate yun, wa gyapon nawala ang passion. Na times nga ang mga sparks of creativity mawala inana kay kayo lagi kayo, you know, the air can just literally put you off. And then boom, you're lost. Your lights all of a sudden gone. Nana. But nagyapon ang imuhang desire ba as a Scorpio. Saving grace siya. Meron siya akong saving aspect. Yeah.
Ang pagka-passionate jud sa Scorpio, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, makita ba yan ako ang imuhang pagka-Sag, Aries, and Scorpio sa imuhang performance kay as Scorpio, di ba, passionate, sexual,
Yeah.
seductive, niya Aries, so badass bitch kayo mong presentation. Niya as Sagittarius, sa imong lyrics is deep philosophy, knowing,
Yeah.
niya kanang ang imuhang projection sa imuhang kinsa ka as I'm reading your chart, gawas kayo sa imong performance, which is so good
I
kay na-align ka sa imong self. And you don't really like see that in like in a Filipino woman in Cebu or the Philippines, Jude. You don't see that a lot. You don't see that.
Shit.
To be honest, Bea, have you seen someone like you? I mean, not to be arrogant, diba?
Not to be arrogant or like kanang
Oh, but the reality lang. Have you
napod.
seen? Have do you know someone else like you in that career aspect, not just in the music scene,
Wala. I see a
diba?
lot of badass females too.
Yeah, of course.
But I mo ingon nga po na she's not doing what I like to do.
Yeah. Yeah, naay kanang
Congrats, sure.
differences, and then naay like the kind of empowered women and the Philippines as well. Through like I'm talking about the murag the vulnerability that they show and how they present themselves to a crowd. Like I see people na kanang murag, yeah, okay, mag live siya or whatever, or like she has a business or whatever, but there's yeah, she's a strong boss bitch, pero there's still a little vulnerability na wala pa
Kuwang,
dyan mapakita, wala pa ba murag hadlok pa,
kuwang.
hadlok, kuwang pa. So murag, I think that's what they can learn from you, Sajid, to
Like ako
showing
no, I'm not shy about being vulnerable. I like being vulnerable. I think
Scorpio.
it
Oh, yeah, Aries
yes,
pa dyan.
you.
So murag ana kay
Yeah,
siya.
Aries pa dyan yung murag, sabi ko, ikaw, wow.
Mm.
But my Virgo moon ha, in fairness, analytical lang gid kay ko, but at the same time very
Yeah.
practical. Practical rag emotions here and there. Pero naagi times nga kanang before ha katong wala pa jud ko'y familiarity with meditation mga inana. Kana kana gyud.
Murag siya ang imuhang kanang duality in a
Yeah,
sense. Oh,
but I will really like promote this. Meditation has helped me a lot. Okay,
same.
before ko ha, way before I learned no, way before I learned meditation yun. Wala mo kay idea on how to control my emotions. No one
Mm.
taught me shit
Same.
about that.
Mm.
Growing
Yeah.
up in a typical household, especially coming from a kanang devout Catholic mother, wala
Mm.
mo tudlog meditation ni mo eh.
Wala.
I had to learn from the monks dito
Mm.
sa Chuon. And then it came in so surprising to me nga ani ra di ni
Mm.
kay number one yung imong duolon jud kung na kay mga mental or mga inana nga mga problems. Duol ba jud kag family mo try ba gyud ka.
Mm.
Usual tubag is ampo lang na you
Or
pray
sa
Mother
Pilipino
Mary.
pa kay murag kiran na eh. Naguna-una kaayo.
Oh, inana na spiritually pod personally lang pod personally sa ako ang spiritual nga journey di man kay ko ka-relate sa Catholic story. I mean, sure, it's interesting. I did, pero I think nasobraan sa kog basag Bible ba? Sobraan kog basag Bible bitaw
Saan ko kas
nana.
langit ha?
Isang ko sa langit nga there's this one summer nga nagsige kog basag Bible ni murag naglibog na ko. Huy kabigaon ba di aning Abraham? Uy, mang binayanana ba niya? Ko uh ko ana pod and then try to
Masing
discover
Scorpio
other.
to si Abraham.
Oh my god, what if he's a Scorpio? No, let's
As
try.
in,
Is Abraham's sun sign.
as
Wait, for
in,
sun worshipper siya, I think Leo siya or something. But
I don't know.
anyway,
Nobody
kana
knows.
kana siya. Niana ko nga kanang I really need to do my own saving. And then I learned meditation. Meditation has helped me so much with trying to tame nga murag emotions are just a train na siya ba? Train reaction na mo ana mo gawas na
Flow lang jud, no?
flow lang gyud.
Don't react like flow lang gid siya.
Oo. Abraham Mateo man ni John Abraham.
Abraham. Abraham is a Scorpio.
Si John Abraham na siya day.
Oo, kay ba?
Abraham sa
As in,
Abraham.
dugay na kay kuha ka ba sa Bible?
Mao ba? Nang nahurot
Yeah,
kapit na ako nahurot basa ang Bible. Favorite ka na nga Exodus.
si Exodus.
Girl, he's a Libra.
Libra si Kuan, Justice di ay, okay, that's why. Mm.
Liki.
But
Liki.
yeah, important jud ang meditation. Naka-teach jud siya sa kuha on how to be aware with my body, what's happening with my
Yes.
body.
Diba?
Like, mura siya, nindot kay siya kay before any emotion comes up, and I know sometimes kay ba kung say feelings, emotion, like asa
Mhm.
nga parts sa akong
Aware na
body.
ka.
Oh, ma-aware na ko. Like, for example, like, kanang, um, for example, masuko ko.
Mm.
So, the moment na padung na ko masuko, dili na ko mo react. Kaya po nang kung sinahitabo, sumurag ako na
Mhm.
siya ipa-flow. Like, example, mo clear up ako, ay mo siya, mo close up akong ears, mo constrict ako ang throat, niya mo uinit akong naong. So, more siya,
Mga anger na na.
if I tie up na ko siya sa psychology, it means I don't want to hear what you have to say. It's all bullshit. I don't want to say
What to
anything because I
speak.
don't want to say anything wrong. And murag
Mm.
kanang ni boil up ang sa jud akong naong kay kanang maglagot ka, manginit biya jud ka. So murag kung kay baw na ko sa akong lawas na nahitabo na siya kana makana ko anger ni. Then ako din siya
Yeah,
i-release niya. Dili ko mo react. Ano, mura na siya.
that's
Kaysa
true.
if dili ka aware sa imong body, like di ka aware unsay nahitabo, mo-react jud ka dito. Di ba? Murag, wala
And
kay murag,
boredom.
oh,
The
wala
moment
kay,
na you recognize boredom, get
mm,
out of it.
mm,
Ano dyan na? Na dyan mga inana po.
kay bitaw po. Ang sa boredom lisod siya kay mo po
Lahi
na
po na siya nga
gateway sa
emotion.
gateway siya sa murag the negative side.
Lahi po ng boredom po nga emotion eh. Lahi kay na. Lahi dyan ng boredom po. My
Grabe.
gosh.
As in hindi
I
itong
love this
conversation.
topic. I
As
love
in,
this.
same
I
here.
really love this. I'm so glad we did this. Ganahan kay
Same
ko.
jud. Like, one more thing na ako ganahan i-add about sa,
Last ni nga question?
dili, like about
Adi
sa,
pa. Okay.
oh, like being aware about your body is
Mm-hmm.
kanang, because what happened last year, naka-experience ko PTSD, and it was so grabe jud ang PTSD ka tinuod. Like kanang makuan, murag literally mo melt ang walls in
Mm-hmm.
reality, magka-waver, imong ang senses one by one, magkawala
Mm-hmm.
lang. Yung feeling mo ka mamatay. Di ko ka-explain. Sa una pag-explain. Pero
Yeah.
feeling mo ka mamatay niya. Panic na yun. Panic. Kay murag,
Mm.
how do you ground yourself from that when you think you're going crazy or mamatay na ka? Like,
Ako?
kanang sa PTSD. And
Oh
then,
gosh.
so, kato after Ana, and then nagka-consistent kong meditate last year is nag-aware ko sa akong body. I know when PTSD comes in. It
Mm.
starts with my eyes constricting. So because I'm
No?
aware before it happens, and or when it starts happening, I can then use my tools to stop it from happening.
Mm.
So
Ako, baliktad ta. I mean, not baliktad, but in relation to that, PTSD akong last na heal.
mm,
And in fact, I still suffer from it sometimes because ang manifestation sa ako ang PTSD is everywhere in my body. Slowly ko ka-recognize, di ko kabaw kung PTSD siya.
mm,
So, lahi po to kung PTSD po. And it was hard to heal. In fact, it's I think something I'm still
trying to
learning
heal.
to heal. But kuan ako ha, like I'm not saying I'm 100% healed. Na ako siguro sa mga layers na lang jud. I just need to add extra layers of healing.
Mm, yeah.
Hinay-hinay pa ko to know kay ang PTSD nako mo jud pinakalisod.
So siya yung
Hardest for me.
ang feeling kay more di siya mawa, believe lang mawa siya. Oh,
Mawa ra gud siya. Isod ang PTSD heal mo na pinaka But that's why when the soldiers, especially these kanang mga
War
post-war,
people. Oh,
oh, sila lisod kay na sila maka-recover gid. PTSD, that's very hard trauma.
mm,
In
grabe.
fact, it's still trauma.
Yeah.
Yung stress pa jud. Yung disorder pa
Stress,
jud.
disorder pa jud,
Hadlok kaayo.
post-traumatic stress disorder.
Trauma siya,
Hadlok yun
stress.
siya, no? Like when it
Hadlok
happens
kayo.
pa, hadlok jud kay siya. Kay,
It's
mura jud
scary.
kag literal jud ka nga nabuang.
Nibalik ka o nibalik ka niya. Apart from that, na hysterical man ka good ang imuhang experiences gibalik nimo nya ni manifest pa jud siya into hysteria.
Mm. Yan na on top of that, napajoy ka ng sakit thinking sa
Mm.
mga tao. Sa ingana pa.
Oo,
Sa unsay may tabon sa kaya kung mabuhat. On top
mao
of that
gyud.
hysteria, kay napaingana ang layer of
Oo,
kanang delusion ba. So, murag,
mao
mote one of the scary, apart sa kung ayawas ka, mote one of the scariest places I've ever been in my mind.
my
Grabe.
gosh.
Oh. Pero in a sense po siya, it grows you. Because
Yeah,
like,
it helps you grow pod.
mura siya cut down your BS po about
Mhm.
some other things.
Mhm. That's
Okay.
good.
Ako'y final question. Final na siya.
Oh,
Question.
fine.
What's your message to other Scorpios?
Oh, my message to other Scorpios. This is underrated but a classic, but please preserve your sexual energy. I know kuan kayo ang Scorpio gyud. We're the
Judged.
rulers of sex. Please control your sexual energy. It's not for everyone.
Mm.
Uh that's a hard lesson I had to learn. But kana gyud now that I am here at this time and point in my life, we have precious sexual nectar. Ayaw ihatag bisag kinsa lang. That's also a struggle pud for because I have also so many Scorpio friends nga kanang mo gid lang ingnon nga bigaon no Scorpio, but
Kasi,
it's not it's it's mostly because you operate on that chakra man good.
mm,
Literally that is your home.
mhm,
You're the ruler of sex. So ang akong masulti jud, I know a lot of female Scorpio friends that really come to me and say uh prone sila to abuse, prone sila to toxic relationships or whatever. And anyone with a Scorpio placement, even with the Scorpio moons, understand that your sexual energy is also your creative energy, and you
mhm.
don't want to be painting on the streets
Yeah,
if you're not ready for the consequences. Mora na akong ma-advise. I don't
powerful.
know if I said it very, very harshly, but I have to give out the truth for my fellow Scorpio women out there. Hinay-hinay lang.
Yeah,
And add lots of and if you're also a Scorpio woman healing from that, if you have traumas from that, ang add more layers of healing pa jud. Sige pa jud. Healing pa jud. Sige pa jud. Never ending rehab on yourself. Rehabilitate yourself as much as you can. Grow as much as you can. Expand yourself. Uh, limits will be there, but it's only in the head. Kana. And live free. You know? Don't hesitate. Kana jud. It's also another advice. No hesitations. Just live your life and protect your power. Powerful sa ang kuan eh. Intuitively, very powerful.
mm,
And even to the point na ma-mistaken ang intuition from emotion,
mm, yeah,
especially when a lot of yourself has been opened up, not
yes.
just your senses but also your wounds perhaps. So learn to take care of yourself, get extra self-care, self-love to all the signs actually. Self-care, self-love. add 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 layers of self-care and self-love, so you're not wounded easily.
I
Ana.
appreciate you that message. Powerful siya nga message. Powerful education nga message. As in, swear, I swear.
Yeah.
Speak siya
I
sa
mean,
akong voice.
I learned a lot about healing and like kay first na kong journey with spirituality is that I think one of the first lessons that I learned was really healing yun. Ikaw ragi, you have the power to heal yourself. And it didn't just stop there di ay nga to abi kay healed ka. Healed na kunuhay ka, feel ni mo
Mm.
healed na ka. It doesn't stop there. It has to be an ongoing work.
Continuous.
If imo siyang i-relate to Buddhist teachings, it's like having the right view, right effort, uh, right work, right livelihood. Pinaka last is the right concentration. You're focused towards the healing itself. Kimo yung kag healed na ko ani nga part. I'm healed, you know. My wounds are healed. Psh, I'm
Yeah.
cool. But na-lose ni mo mong focus into achieving or attaining it. Hindi na gid to mausab.
Mm.
Naka tendency nga mo. The tendencies will come back. That's why they're called tendencies.
Yeah.
The tendency. So you need to be aware with all of your tendencies, your conscious tendencies, underlying nga tendencies, kana jung underlying nga tendencies kanang dili ka conscious ba nga na di kay na nga tendency.
You have to
It's
respect your healing enough no not to go back there.
yeah, because the tendencies will still begin. So like let's say for example, wounded ka from a cheating relationship, let's say, and you're aware nga you're trigger wounded ka, past na wa ka ni healing, ni go ka into a new relationship, bisag wa ni cheat imong partner nimo, but then there are triggers that that manifest in your relationship na
Mm.
yung mga triggers ni inana nya wala kay awareness, kay wounded pa man ka, wala kay di ka aware ba nga wounded din ka, di sa ka aware ng imong tendencies to doubt
Balik.
other people,
Yeah.
gibalik na pud bisag wala di siya ni cheat nimo.
Oh.
So and it's a tricky process because you think your mind is playing games on you, you think the universe is playing games on you, and then later on mo blame na din ka onto the planetary alignments nga, "Ay, it's because of the retrograde."
Mm.
But it's
Because of
here, it's
you.
within. Yeah, it's here,
Yeah.
it's within. Astrology is really just a blueprint lang yun nga.
It's
Mura
not
siyang
a
architecture.
prophecy. It's just a
It's not a
blueprint.
prophecy, it's just a blueprint ra gyud of what mura ra gyud siya og architect's
Guide.
perspective. Diri ibutang ang pultahan, diri ibutang ang hagdanan, diri
Mm.
ibutang ang second floor, iana, i-structure siya inana. But it's up to you on how you will live in your house. That
Mm.
house is your body,
Mhm.
so you have to take care of it.
Yeah. Okay, more sure ka ng, like, for example, physical manifestation na nagkasakit ka, diabetes, naayo ka, kaon gyapon kag sweets, kahuman, kaya big naayo na
Yeah.
ka
Wala kay samadhi, wala kay focus, wala kay right concentration.
sa madhi.
And it's
Nice.
yeah, and that's a struggle even I have to say ha. Ako I don't complain a lot. I don't complain a lot in life, pero once mo sugod na gay kog kanang panambok, I start to become kanang ma-feel na gani mo nga ni weight gain ka.
Mm.
Ang akong complaint jud ana kay immobile manggug ko. I can't move dili ka hangakon ba? You can't
Mm.
move as wonderful you think you can.
Yeah.
And like ang katungang physically fit jud kay ka ba?
Mm.
Wala ko'y samadhi. I have the right view. I have the right
Right
view nga. Okay, this is
intentions.
I know the right view nga. Ang right view ana is these are the food I'm aware of what food I'm supposed to avoid. But you don't do the right work because you're
Yeah.
still eating unhealthy snacks.
Yeah.
You're still
It's
eating
work
unhealthy
jud sad.
time. Oh, work
Yeah.
sad siya. But it doesn't stop at just working at it. It
Mm.
needs the right concentration pa jud. It needs focus pa jud.
Focus. Oh.
Mao sa gitna nya mo may lisod i-attain.
Pero I think it comes down to belief lang yun. Because sometimes we
Yeah,
have that mindset where we don't believe in ourselves enough to achieve that. So we
ana
don't do
pod.
it na lang.
Balik na po ba ana?
Tuyo-tuyo ka gid siya, no? Pero kanang
Cycle.
healing process jud siya. It's work. It's like you can't be lazy about it if you want a different life.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's true. And if you want to make some changes in your life, go ahead, transform,
Yeah. Mo dyan na ilang
transcend.
giingon no na kanang you can't expect different results doing the same things.
Oh, of course not. You have to experiment and live out of your comfort zone for a little. I mean, manawag raman sad yun ang lawas.
Kasi
Manawag ra pod ang panahon.
manguhit ra
All you
ano.
gotta do is surrender lang gid, padalang, paanod lang.
Paano lang.
It's gonna be fine.
Dado na kaasa.
Labi na ron no, nga solar eclipse karon as we speak. It's
Right now?
January, June 10, yeah.
June 10. Sa imo wala pa may June 10 sa ako.
Karon sa amo. Actually, karon man siguro.
Karon na ba?
Yes,
Oh my gosh. Isog gid siya.
karon.
Pila
Isog
ka
kayo eh.
days kay murag buzzing kayo nga ako ang ulo. Pero nice siya na conversation. I'm so glad we did this.
I'm so
Kay
glad we did this na. I really miss you so much. Like,
I
we're
miss you,
binuhay.
son. Jude,
Uli
promise.
dire, mag-tattoo data or like whatever floats your
Mag
boat.
kanang hubo ta sa si pangalan to.
Navigator, mo balik ta dito akong dadong
Navigate.
box na to. Bantayin na ilang.
Lingaw kay to eh. Pero don't worry. When I come back, I do plan to kanahan ko trip ta tanan. Kuyugon ako. Kailan man kani ko ano, Chris,
Of
paglinawan.
course. My
Oh,
gosh.
kita
She's in
uban
my
ka.
video.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
She's in Wisdoms. My God. Shout out Christie's.
Shout
We
out.
love you here. Shout out
Crispy
ka.
pata.
Crispy Pata, who's now a bacon.
Lamig ang lubot.
Lamig kay globot. Mao
Ah,
jud.
fitness queen
She's a,
kayo.
she's a fitness queen, good for me. My God.
Yeah.
Grabe,
When I
Christie's.
come back, Jud, like kita trip ni
Yes.
Pumpkin.
Kaayo. Kung kita upat, let's have a girls' night.
As in another island, please.
Yes, please. Or bisag ganang south north. I'm good with
Yeah.
that.
Basta, the stars will align for it to happen. It
Ay,
will,
ito
Jud.
are good.
We'll see what
Naragid.
happens. Yeah.
Alain, mangganing uban, kani pa kaha.
Alain, manggani ni. Nagstorya ta.
Mao jud kaning storyana.
Kalit.
Kayo. My gosh, I
Ito.
enjoyed this.
Me
This is so
too.
fun.
I'm so glad we did it.
Kayo jud na.
Thank you,
I'm so
Kayu.
happy for you.
Dhyana Mitta. I'm so happy for you, son.
That truth. Ating a tattoo.
Pero, do you want to promote yourself or is there another album coming out?
Just follow me on Instagram and it's just gonna drop soon.
Sige.
Mora good na.
What's your Instagram?
At Dynamita, DHYANAMITTA. Now, if ganahan mo more exclusive raw shit, I have a somewhat Finsta, pretty sure private, but it's DMT drip. DMT underscore drip. No, just crazy
Being
snippets of
yourself.
my life. Being myself, being in love.
Yeah. Soulmate.
Yeah, with my soulmate. So, mo na
Sige.
siya.
Thank you, Kayo. Thank you so
Thank you
much for
kayo
this
na
question.
mo
It
sleep
was
na sad ko ron kay kuan na one na diri.
one na di ay. Oh,
Yeah,
that's why.
naghagok yung juice box dito so
4 hours man ang natong gap good. Sulit kay siya.
lagi
Yeah. Thank
pag
you,
na sad
Kayo.
na kog Dubai mausad na ako kung na kanang 4 hours una man diri. Pero I was just in the airport lagi. Lami ba kay yung airport diha.
As in, nice kayo. Pero, hindi ako sa stop ang recording.
kaon dili naman tikaon baka kratuga hapon nga imong higugmaon ng akong pagkalalom di na lang nako pugson tambal ra ko sa puson peke jud ka nga Diyos nun ako ana lang luwason ang akong kaugalingon bahalag unsay ingnon di na lang nako lisdon kay bisan og unsaon akong imnon ang Quatro Kantos di ko muantos sa imong kabastos kay dili ko santos